Okay, welcome back. We are right now here on my balcony in Stadlanda, right by the beach. And today's video, let's say it had a little pre-story. When I was in Himara, there was a guy staying at the same place as we did at a nice guest house. And he told me, hey, there's a city, it's an old city, it's one of the most interesting historical places in Albania. It's my favorite place. It's Gjirokaster. I've never heard of it before, but I researched it and I saw we were quite close. We got a motorbike, we're gonna hop on it, and we're gonna go there. Super hot outside, but I know the roads in Albania are one of the most beautiful ones, so excited, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna hop on the motorbike. I'm very excited, first time driving in Albania. And I thought to get something comfortable that we can get around nicely. And you know, we're not gonna go too crazy, we're gonna definitely keep it safe out here in Albania. So let's get it going. We got a regular scooter. It was like 13 euro a day, a little bit more expensive than, let's say, in Asia. We're kicking off the road. It's gonna be around 1 hour on the motorbike. We're gonna drive into the hills. First time scooting around in Albania. Okay, that is right now the drive, maybe come a little bit closer. And yeah, what can I say, it feels extremely good to be on the bike. Like, this is really, especially when I was traveling Asia, it became kind of like a symbol for freedom. You just hop on it and you just go wherever you want. We took a bus to get to Sarande, and we also were driving through the hills, and we were like, how cool would it be to just stop wherever you want and enjoy this absolutely breathtaking view. Yeah, so overall it's kind of like a little bit Lord of the Rings setting. You have huge hills everywhere, but for now, let's get a little bit even of a better view. And on our road, we found, let's say, some really cool hills, but also all of a sudden, it's like, it looks really old. Bridge on the side of the road. We hopped on here and yeah, I'm gonna let the drone fly. Let's see how it looks. Arrived in the city, just drove in a few minutes ago, on our way to the castle, which is right above there. First impression, it is quiet. That might change, maybe we're not in the port yet, but the look of the city, it looks extremely old and also quite different than what we saw in Albania so far. So let's go up to the castle, check it out. Recovering right now a little bit from the scooter ride, and I just looked up, let's say, what makes the town special, and it says that in 1336, so what is it, like 700 years ago pretty much, there's also already recordings of this town, so it's extremely old. It's a World Heritage Site. Okay, so now the town begins to look really interesting. It looks much different from where the cafe was. It looks like, let's say, time traveling for a good few hundred years. And this is, let's say, not the old town yet. This is just a regular road, people going about their daily life. Super cool. So from here, let's say all the walks are super narrow. It's just like little alleys. Cars are still driving by, but it's not very comfortable, so we're gonna walk from here. Okay, in the old town right now, and it is super cool, very unique, but also you have to say it's pretty much completely empty, other than the few tourists, and that obviously means to me that it's mostly for international travelers, because most of Albania right now is packed actually, like beaches, Saranda, Himera is just like full with people. Here my guess is that it's mostly catered to internationals, so we're shooting it as of like late July, so you know why it's quiet, very quiet, but still nonetheless very cool. We're seeing the castle, let's check it out.
And my mom is working in the store since the communist system. And in 19, when the system changed, we asked to keep it on rent, and we are still here. So 33 years that we are on his shop. 3 years ago, it was made the restoration of the whole bazaar, and we just thought to make some changes inside, and we just put down the level of the floor that was up here, and we found this.
Oh, you found this?
Oh, there's a hole.
So you didn't know that it's there?
It's a well. It's about 400 years old. It's done before the shops, before the bazaar area. It is said that maybe it's connected with the aqueduct that was built up in the castle from Ali Paștepelena.
Yeah. We're getting secret insights.
What is this? Hi. Where are the ladies? Before the ladies, there are these stairs. You can walk up there. That's also a nice view.
So, passing through the old town in a little shop, bought a little bag, and the lady who was working there, she actually showed us that there's a well inside of the main building, and she told me that her mom owned it back in the day, and during the communist time they kind of like changed up the building, and now they rebuilt it in the way that it was before. So yeah, really interesting, some inside secret stories. And now let's get a view of the castle. Okay, we are right now on top, about to go into the castle. So you know the lady from the store, I'm asking her like, how do you feel, how is it here with drones? Like, is it not allowed? People don't like it? She's like, nah, don't worry about it. My neighbor has one as well. You can fly. I'm like, okay. And then like, how can we get to the castle? And she's like, yeah, up the road. You can walk. It's quite far. I'm like, can we drive? She's like, yeah, just take the scooter, drive. I'm like, where? Like, is there a road? She's like, no, here through the old town. So yeah, we're at the entrance. Okay, just walking through the castle. At first it gets like really dark, and you have huge cannons left and right. Looked a little bit at the history of this place, and there was already recordings from like 800 before Christus. So it's crazy, like the history of the Ottoman Empire, then during the communist regime, how they used it as a prison. Yeah, it's actually quite a feeling to be here. Everywhere there's the history on the boards. Definitely a good place to spend some more time. Tell us about it.
You know, this castle has been for a lot of use, and it was like prison before as well, so I guess that's the cage.
Thank you, Guide Bianca.
Careful,
Okay, so strolling around the castle here right now, and on one of the boards it said that what they tried is to let you kind of feel like you are living in that time, you're being part of the history a little bit, part of the castle. And I would say the biggest part of this contributing for me right now for this experience is that like right now there's nobody else here. Bianca is somewhere looking in the back there. But other than that, it's like really cool having the whole castle to yourselves. Almost. There's a few people here. You got the shot? What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm hiding.
Why?
You're shooting.
No, I'm shooting you. How you're doing your shot?
I already got the shot.
Good, then come. You know, I'm not gonna pretend anything to you. I'm not, let's say, the biggest sightseeing guy. I enjoy just to come to a city, to see the local life, to see the local places. And very often a place like a castle like that, even though I am really interested in history in general, is usually too packed. The energy is just a little bit off for me personally. But here, right now, I'm seriously feel like, where did I got to? It's really cool right now, but I know that looking back, looking at these shots, you'll be able to take it in a little more. It's like, yeah, I want to go to Gjirokaster castle, just like Into the Wild movie. Then I finally be happy if I go to Gjirokaster castle. It's true. It's true. But you need to. No. Good. Okay, it has been an intense day. It started early, super long motorbike trip, and as you see, we came back to this bridge. I really wonder how old it is to get a little bit of a sunset shot. So I gotta say, Albania so far really is a unique place, and for right now we're heading back into Salanda. It's gonna be a 1-hour drive. I bet sunset probably on the hill we're gonna get is gonna be also very, very cool. So if you come to Albania, I definitely recommend it. Get a scooter, scoot around a little bit. But yeah, for now, I was about to say like let's take it in, but actually I'm such a wreck, I cannot take anything in right now. Seriously, I'm so fried like driving all day. Let's go home. Okay, so to finish off today's video, I just got done editing it. I gotta say the thought coming back to me that for the past 5, 6, 7 years that I had the idea, the wild dream to live a life where I get to see some places, where I get to learn firsthand, where I get to, in some ways, design my lifestyle myself. It has been a lot of years of working up to it, to be able to have the certain freedom. But for the past few weeks, especially while traveling through Albania, especially while watching through this footage, I just kept asking myself this question. It's like, hey, what if we're gonna set our own curriculum, what we're gonna learn? What I mean is, for the next 10 years, what if we're gonna decide what we wanna do, what we wanna learn, what skill we wanna have? Learn to dance, learn to write, learn this martial art, learn how to play this instrument, learn the new language, go into the world, see, learn things firsthand. Intentionally choose to do that every day, a little bit. And that's what I've been doing, especially in Albania for the past few weeks, but really for the past few years, really trying. And trying to build the life that I want to live, and trying to walk these 10 years, this 10-year road of, let's say, building something new. And I want to help you to do the same. And all the information is available. And I want to encourage you to do the same and take you along on that journey. This lifestyle, like right now that I'm living, moving around through different countries all the time, it has its pros and cons, and it's definitely not for everyone. I don't want to like be like, oh, that's the best. But it really was something that I wanted to do years ago, and now to just watch this footage is really, yeah, really has some meaning to it. So I hope the music in today's video wasn't too corny. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you want to jump with me behind the scenes where I share with you a little bit how I do what I do, my videos, my day-to-day life, how I stay more productive, jump on my Instagram. There I do daily updates. Other than that, I have a second channel in the description box below. Check that out as well. And if you're watching this video right now and you thought it was cool, you want to share it with a friend, put it in your Instagram story. I repost people quite frequently. It's cool to create a little bit of a community and also shout some people out every once in a while. And as always, we're gonna see each other very soon.